morning.
Good morning. I won't be here next week, so in case David doesn't show up, you have to know why there's somebody in Kansho 3 times.
Are you going to the prom?
I just decided yesterday I'm going to go to Taiwan to cast that role. Could be my final role. I'm meeting something in the next 4 years. Well, there are many factors to be my final opportunity. So just to make a quick trip, just to cast that role, and I'll be back in 1 week.
Okay, shall we start? Thank you.
Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Katie, and I will be your chairperson for today's Dharma School service. Are there any visitors or new families here this morning? Okay. If so, welcome to our temple. Could those of you sitting near them help them to find the proper pages for the sutras, gathas, and readings? Thank you. First, we'll have Sanbujo on page 24 in the Big Book, followed by sutra chanting Juseige on page 23 in the Little Book, or page 93 in the Big Book.
세이프 조성악 나시 조무즈놈 묘쇼 조지범 극혐이 쇼몬 세이프 조성악 리요 그진쇼넨 조에쇼몽염 휘금어존엄 이쇼텐닌심 진니기엔나이콤 허쇼무사이놈 쇼조상금요 고사이셔야근한 가이히지앵엔 매식고모안 해성의쇼아근노 전하즈센쇼몬 고소조만덕 이여러 제법 내칭아즈쇼저기 땡콤프옌 이쇼카이호소 고세근노구홈 조나이셔저 샘모시시금 어여이사이머스 너송무슈통무혼 안내시처조만 도구이상아이옴 려무저머개짐 선하즈미화쇼 낭하그에릭 도시사이쇼선 싱안야고카 나이센노간노 고그쇼텐닌 고무제명예 세이사이 Lamanda, Lamanda, Uslamanda, Lamanda, Lamanda, Uslamanda.
Now we will have Gatha, I'm a Link in the Golden Chain, which is the third song in the yellow handout, followed by reciting the Golden Chain, which is located on page 2 in the Little Book, or page 15 in the Big Book under Golden Chain 1.
Please rise.
I'm a link in the golden chain. Harmony may we all attain. Gentle to all living things, will unite us all as golden rings. I'm a link in the golden chain. Gratitude may we all attain. Bright and strong my link will grow, through pure and loving deeds I know. Pure and beautiful thoughts I will think, and pure and beautiful words I will say, and pure and beautiful deeds I will do for the world and for you. Spreading kindness and love every day to all living things that come our way. Amida's chain of love is bright. Through peace and love we will see the light.
The Golden Chain. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namami Dabatsu.
Namami Dabatsu.
Namami Dabatsu.
Namami Dabatsu.
Namami Dabatsu. Now we will have a Dharma lesson by Rinban Sakamoto.
Good morning. Happy New Year. First Dharma School service. This is the first Dharma School, right? Yes, okay. Of the year 2024. Good to see all of you here on this very cold morning. You had to scrape ice, anybody, off your windows, car windows? Yeah, got pretty cold last night. And it's a good way to start the year. Everybody nice and warm in here in the Hondo, gathered together for this Dharma School service. There is I think I've mentioned this before, but in the Onaijin, on the floor, on the carpet, there are two marks. One is right in front of the Maijoku. You can see a mark on the floor. And another mark on the floor is right in front of the bell. But the one in front of the bell is a little shorter. It's on the floor. And you can, when you come up for Oshoku, you can take a look and see what it looks like. Every morning, well, most mornings, we have a Lotus preschool service here in the Hondo. And every morning, either Mikame Sensei or I will conduct the service. and Dharma school, the preschool students will come over, and we'll do a shoko, and we sing a Gatha. We do Golden Chain. Yeah, that's right. We read Golden Chain, and we sing a Gatha, and then they go back to Lotus. So one morning, I was sitting in my chair doing sutra chanting, and I saw this mark on the floor, and I thought, oh, somebody left a mark on the floor. We have to fix that, or we have to kind of be more aware so that we don't leave these kinds of marks, and we should be more careful about how we behave in Onaijin. And so as I was thinking this, and I was reading Juseige, so I'm reading Juseige, I'm thinking something else, and I'm looking at the floor. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's one thing. You're not supposed to be thinking about all these other things that you're reading as you're doing Okyo. When you're doing Okyo, you should be paying attention to reading the Okyo. So I'm reading the Okyo, I'm looking at the floor, and I'm thinking. And then as I'm looking at the floor, I can see smoke coming up. It was an incense that was burning on the floor and had been burning there on the floor. And so I'm seeing smoke come up from the floor, and I'm thinking, I dropped the incense on the floor that morning. And so as I looked at it, it was already at the end of, so of course we set up the Onaijin like we do for Sunday morning service. And so I had set the Onaijin for the preschool service. So as I reading the Okyo, and I'm looking at this thing, thinking, oh, we have to be more careful and let people know that we have to be more careful. I see smoke coming up. So it was me that did that to that. Sometimes we think it's out there, right? We often think it's out there. It's not me, it's somebody else. There is a word that I learned many, many years ago, but it had to do in Shinnan's time. So in Shinnan's time, and it still happens today, we kind of forget to think about what our actions are, how our actions are misbehaving. And especially it's difficult in Jodo Shinshu, because in Jodo Shinshu we understand that no matter what we do, no matter who we are, whatever we accomplish, don't accomplish in our lives, as we are, the Buddha affirms us as we are, that we are all going to become Buddha. That's already a given. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to practice hard to do something to become Buddha or to kind of resolve these difficulties that we experience. We're already, as we are, assured of that. And in Shinnan's time, there were people who took that to mean that no matter what they did, it was okay, and that's correct. But they took it even further. They thought, if I do bad, then it will prove my faith in Amida Buddha. I know nobody in here thinks like that, right? If I do bad, it proves that I have faith in Amida Buddha. Well, Shinnan's response was, you don't take poison just because there's an antidote. I looked for a long time for some kind of more than that, some idea of Shinnan's that would kind of be more philosophical, more. But it's as simple as that. You don't take poison just because there's an antidote. And for Shinnan, even though we may be capable of things that may otherwise keep us from becoming Buddha, because of Amida Buddha, we are affirmed and assured as we are. And the word that I learned a long time ago was antinomianism. Can you say that after me? Antinomianism. So, antinomianism. I don't remember the exact definition, but it's doing something opposite of what is expected. Antinomianism, just to prove that you're actually okay. Kind of doesn't make any sense. And as I'm looking at this mark in the floor, and again, you'll get a chance to see the mark that I left on the floor. It is a physical representation of my foolishness. I'm thinking all of these things going on at the same time while I'm reading sutra, looking at the floor, thinking about other things. It's a reminder for me of how important Amida Buddha's vow truly is. Grateful for that assurance of Amida Buddha, that no matter who I am, what I do, what I don't do, I'm grateful for that assurance of Amida Buddha. It doesn't mean, like the students in Shakyamuni Buddha's time, it doesn't mean that then I can go do whatever I want to do and not care. But when something happens, I'm grateful that Amida Buddha still affirms me as I am of becoming Buddha. That I too, no matter what happens, no matter what I do, that I too am contained within the compassion of Amida Buddha. And so I respond and I say, Namo Amida Butsu, thank you, and gratitude for the assurance of Amida Buddha. As we begin this new year, it's not to begin Dharma School. I mean, we're starting the first Dharma School service for this year, 2024. But as we start this new year, we think about those things that are important to us in our lives, in our families, and hopefully within Jodo Shinshu as well. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rinban Sakamoto. We will now have Gatha Sayonara on page 103 in the little book, or the little service book, followed by the promise located on page 5 in the little book or page 15 in the big book.
Sayonara sensei o daiji ni tanoshii kondo no tsudoi made.
The promise. We thank the Buddha for showing us the way of freedom. We will endeavor to walk in his noble path every day of our lives. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you to Rinban Sakamoto, Reverend Mikame, Mr. Akizuki, Mrs. Tanabe, musician Mr. Yoshihara, and AV Tech Mr. Kitagawa. Are there any announcements?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ed Nodahara. Happy New Year to everyone. And happiness, health, prosperity, and good grades to all the students for this year. For the high school, please come to the 7th, 8th grade class. All right? Thank you.
Good morning, Patty Canetta. May we have all the 5th and 6th graders? I don't see very many in here, but can you please come to the first pew where Mikame Sensei is sitting after service, okay, and then we'll go to class, so don't leave. Thank you. Oh, also, next Sunday is Honko, so we will have on display all the okumitsu that you've been working on in class. So please try to make it and take a look on the Onaiji next Sunday. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tori. Happy New Year. Krista and I are your DSPO chairs, if you didn't know. We wanted to let you know we updated the Sign Up Genius links to help out in for snack, crosswalk, and parent classroom presence from February to the end of June, asking families to just sign up when they can or when they're available, and we'll keep everyone updated if we have gaps.
Happy New Year. This is for BWA. Each year, BWA does a community outreach program. And this year, we have selected the Spartan Food Pantry for San Jose State College students who are homeless, who don't have much to eat. And so we have begun this project January 1st, and it will last through the end of February 29th. So you can donate canned goods with automatic top that's open, so because the homeless don't have can openers. Or you can donate something like dried noodles that they just add water and can make a meal. Or you can donate personal hygiene products like toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo, lotion. Or if you wish, you can donate money. You make a check out to San Jose BWA, and we will take care of what other needs that they might need. So please support this project, and you have done that so much in the past. Thank you very much.
Good morning and Happy New Year. I'm Larry Honda. Two things. For the first time in, 4 years, 5 years, we're holding the annual New Year's luncheon. It's going to be in 2 weeks on January 21st. Can't do the math for some reason. And I was a math teacher. Let's see. So we're selling tickets in the lobby in the annex, so you can buy tickets there. I think they're $24, if I remember correctly. So we used to hold this every year, and we usually acknowledge new members. So if you become a new member in like the last 4 years, you're encouraged to join us there. The second thing, on New Year's Eve night, unfortunately, there was an arson fire at the Seattle Betsu-In. So you can look online and Google Seattle Betsu-In and get a link. They've been posting updates as to what's going on. So the board will be working with the Disaster Relief Committee of the Betsu-In as we fundraise for various things. So we were already planning. In fact, I'm having a meeting, I think Wednesday, with someone to do a little more planning. We're planning at least 1 or 2 more fundraisers for the Lahaina relief effort, but we're also going to plan and figure out how we can help the Seattle group. So just an update to let you know we're going to be doing that as well. Thank you.
Before everyone leaves the temple, please straighten all the books for the next service. Those of you who are interested are welcome to attend the adult English service following this service, or you are welcome to stop by the Open Door Cafe tent outside in front of the garden. For your safety, please obey the crossing guards and look both ways before crossing the street. Thank you for attending today's service.
Good morning.
Tony and I were talking about what cafe for Christmas used to do the heifer program, the cow. One cow feeds so many families. Does Kathy still does that?
The Heifer Project?
Yeah.
We haven't done that in a while, but they still do that. Yeah, they still have the heifer. It's still an ongoing thing.
Yeah. So Tom was saying when her parents were farming in Gilroy, this farmer had cattle. And
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. And he decided to give one cow to Tommy's family.
Oh, yeah.
They had meat for the whole year.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one cow. They had to buy big freezers.
Good
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi, Mitoshi. How are
Happy New
you?
Year.
Oh my gosh, you got goodies for us. Thank you.
Good job.
Morning.
Morning.
Bananas from my parents' farm, and then chocolate covered pineapple.
Which one you want? You get a choice. Which one you
Good
want?
morning. Good morning. Oh, are you cheering?
I am.
Wow.
Happy days.
You're good. You're a good
morning.
man, Steve.
What's that?
You're a good man.
Oh, you know what? We gotta make sure that.
And then I forgot to say,
And it's-
Reverend Higa said hi. From the Konohon Bungie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to the New Year's Eve service. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah. So he got. Oh, I know. Blame
Yes.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I guess they say Reverend Blaine.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Yeah. It was nice. It was different. And there were fireworks popping off while during the service.
He got sensitive.
It was the Big Island. So they had big fireworks going off.
Good morning.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
See you later. Good morning.
Yeah, he was on the field of Dharma, wasn't he?
Okay. We done?
Okay. Okay. Mikame. Okay, see, fine. Okay, take your pick. You get first choice. Take your pick. Macadamia. Oh, what happened to Mikame Sensei?
She's getting. Let's read it.
All right, keep you warm, huh?
Yes. Well, David has attended work is now that big, that good recently, so. Oh,
Too cold.
well, we'll redo this success. Rinban. John is interested in the new Kansho. John attendance rate has very good. He usually sit there, third row at the front, high school teacher, usually attended all class regularly. And he's usually here way before 9:30. So he's gonna observe me doing it.
Okay.
Then probably several weeks here.
Now we have 3. We can rotate.
Well, I will call David today to see whether he can come next week. I won't be here next week, that's all I worry.
Okay.
And even the shakuhachi class still questionable because I came back the Wednesday night before and we'll see how I recover from home. Right?
It's a long trip.
Yeah, and quick trip on.
I had to be here for this. Good reason.
Mr. Ichinaga, may I see you after service? May I see you?
Substitute principal for Rinban.
So, you're Esther.
Spare masks or
Namanda, namandos, namanda, namanda, namandos, namanda, namanda.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Steve Onishi, and I'll be your chairperson for this morning's service. Happy New Year to everyone. It's great to see everyone out here. It's a good way to start the new year, although it's a little chilly outside. But hey, you know, we replaced our air conditioning and heater in the Hondo here. It's nice and warm, so be thankful for that. Do we have any new people who've never been here before? Would you like to introduce yourselves? Would you like to introduce yourself? Great, well welcome. Thank you for coming this morning. Okay, We'll begin this morning's service with Sanbujo on page 24 in the large service book, followed by sutra chanting Juseige on page 93 in the large service book, or page 23 in the small Dharma School service book. Now everyone would please rise for the singing of the Gatha Shinshu Shuka on page 88 in the small Dharma School service book, and then remain standing afterwards for the reading of the three treasures, which is on page 3 in the small Dharma School service book.
Remain standing for reading Three Treasures, which is located on page 3 on the small sutra book. So there's a line in the unison saying, in a spirit of universal brotherhood on the third verse. So when you read it, so please replace the brotherhood with oneness. So you're gonna read like this. So in a spirit of universal oneness. Okay, so please keep in mind when you read it. Okay, Three Treasures. Hard is to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the first one. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be free from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. When we all together sow into ourselves the principle your way to enlightenment, and awaken ourselves the spring will. I take refuge in Dharma. When we all together be submerged in the doctrine and gaze wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in his Sangha, and we all together become units in the true accord, near life or harmony, in a spiritual universal oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us solely understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Please show me Kansho. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Okay, please be seated. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to begin my talk with reading of the Wasan hymn written by Shinshu. Would you please show me in Kansho? The light of the wisdom exceeds the all measure, and every finite brotherhood, the Dharma body's wheel of light is without bound, shining on the blind and ignorant of the world. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Again, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here, and Happy New Year. It's been 1 week into the new year, so have you made any New Year's resolutions? I don't know. I'm sure that you have many hopes and expectations for your own future. You're free to wish for what you want, but I think it's really difficult to ensure that it will come true. I too often set goals and ended up leaving them as they are. So, what is the perfection as we are looking for? A big house, a family, a great job, lots of money, good food, etc. So when looking at the many of those ideals, our whole happiness in our future, we ended up finding that they are somewhere far away and out of reach, not in the present. For the past couple of years, I've been on the quest of finding the perfect ramen in the United States. How about you? I love ramen. Yeah, recently. So I'm into ramen. If you are in Japan, I'm originally from Japan, and if you're in Japan, there are many ramen shops, ramen restaurants everywhere, and you must struggle with choosing the best ramen shop for you. My idea of the perfect ramen is one where the price is not too expensive, where the soup is extreme hot and not too greasy, and the noodles are handmade and not too sticky, and just delicious. But here in the United States, it's a little bit kind of harder for me to find the best ramen shop, because the number of the ramen restaurant is not much, and most of them are Americanized. And so far, Hinodea Ramen, where Steve took me there, is my favorite in the United States. However, I had the opportunity to reflect it on my narrow view of perfection. In the end of 2022, 2 years ago, almost 2, yeah. I went home to Japan for the first time since I left 3 years ago. I really miss delicious, authentic ramen in Japan, and I had ramen a lot at the ramen shops in Japan during my stay. But before going back to my parents' house, I stayed at my best friend's house for just one night. I don't get to see my best friend very often since I live in the United States. So it was such a treat when I saw her, even though it was just for a day. We had the barbecue in her garden, a temple garden. She's a minister too, and we had the barbecue in her garden. And to finish off the meal, we cooked the instant ramen on the bonfire. As we ate the special barbecue dinner, laughing and teasing each other, I couldn't help but think, oh, how perfect this moment was to be with her. Everything was just perfect. Even the instant ramen. There are moments that makes me pause. Sunrise, sunset, when my friend, my mom, dad hug me and says, let's go, work and home. Or when I hang out with my important people here in the United States and Japan. Moments that seem so extraordinarily is precious, so wonderful that can't help but say, oh, this is perfect. In Japanese, there's a phrase, ichigo ichie, meaning one encounter, one chance. Ichigo ichie captures the essence of living in the present moment. The phrase ichigo ichie had its peaceful beginning in Sado tea ceremony. There's a meeting of tea master and guests, one moment of time when tea is made and shared. The experience cannot be repeated. This philosophy of ichigo ichie had an extremely wide influence on the Japanese culture, not only in Sado tea ceremony, but it also had its influence in ikebana, or flower arranging. The blossoms last a very short time, fail to arrange them beautifully or meaningfully, and then the moment is lost, the beauty is faded. In shodo, or way of calligraphy, there is also no room for error. Once the ink reading brushes touches the paper, the stroke can never be erased or altered. Ichigo ichie, Sado, tea ceremony, shodo, calligraphy, kado, flower arranging, judo, and kendo, many other Japanese arts or practices in living in the present moment. A concept of the awareness rooted in Zen Buddhism. In this essence, the object of the tea ceremony is the same as the object of the Zen meditation, to become fully conscious of each moment as it happens. How does one become conscious of each moment? How do we cultivate the mind of ichigo ichie? Do we have to sit and meditate? After Prince Shitauta became enlightened and became a Buddha, he gave his first sermon where he taught the Four Noble Truths. The Fourth Noble Truth, the fourth truth is the way to eliminate suffering, known as the Noble Eightfold Path. This path combines right thoughts and right actions, leading to the ultimate goal of realizing the truth and the reality of life. Of the eight ways, the seventh, right mindfulness, is something we can all practice every day, every hour, and every minute. Each moment provides an opportunity to become aware of how our thoughts are working. Mindfulness is about being aware of one's body, feelings, and all thoughts that arise within. It's about understanding one's mind so that we can recognize if our mind is selfish, angry, or conniving. The concept of the mindfulness helps make sense of such moments for me. The basic idea is simplicity itself. Be aware of what you're doing as you are doing it. When you're eating a homemade instant ramen, be conscious of enjoying your homemade instant ramen without comparing it to the Hinode ramen. When people are talking to you, focus on them, not on what you're going to say as soon as they stop. More often than not, I forgot to be mindful, and I know I do. how frequently do I catch myself rushing out of the door to go to work and forgetting my temple keys, or not recording if I shut off the iron. Instead of living in the present, all too often, I find myself dwelling in the past or worrying about the future. These annoying but significant occurrences provide me with opportunity to reflect upon my lack of awareness of my imperfections and my self-centeredness. One does not need to sit in Zazen meditation for hours. It's the everyday occurrences for which we should be grateful. They are all around us. If we just recognize how marvelous that they really are, being mindful of the perfection within the moment is nothing more than slowing down, savoring the moment with appreciation and gratitude. It involves the recognizing and being fully aware of the causes and conditions. This forms the foundation of true reality that Jodo Shinshu focuses on. Everyday occurrences for which we should be grateful surround us if we take the time to recognize their true marvel and perfection. To generally, truly seek out and become aware of each of these things, truly sensing their worth in their lives, is what it means to live in Nembutsu, Naman Dabutsu. My quest for perfection reminds me of the movie The Last Samurai. Have you watched The Last Samurai? Yeah, with Tom Cruise and Ken Watanabe. Ken Watanabe's character is searching for the perfect cherry blossom. He tells Cruise character, Ogren, that the perfect blossom is rare thing, that you could spend a lifetime looking for one, and it would not be a waste of time. It would not be a waste of time. However, he lay dying on the battlefield, looking over the cherry tree grove. He sees the cherry blossoms gently falling to the ground and whispers, "Oh, perfect. They're all perfect." So even an instant ramen at home can be perfect. In our lives, we experience moments of happiness, sadness, loneliness, or pain, or there are times when we might want to escape from the situation we're in. However, regardless of our feelings or circumstances, we can say that we are doing our best, live each moment fully. The teachings of the Buddha Dharma, always gives us an important reminder of the brightness of our lives at any times. Okay, it's a little bit short, but I'd like to conclude my talk with reading the Gobunsho letter from the Renyo Shonin, who is a 8th religious leader in our tradition. So while listening to this letter, so if you wouldn't mind, please lower your head a little bit, kind of slightly forward, to respect to pay your respect to Buddha and letters from the Renyo Shonin. Shōnichi-ryū no gokanke no momuki wa shinjin no motte onto serare zoro. Sono yue wa moro-moro no zōgyō nage sutete isshin ni mida ni kimyō sureba. 昔 思議の眼力として仏の方より往生は地上せしめたもそのくらいを一年発起入賞上知樹とも釈しその上の称名念仏った如来我が往生定めたまいしご恩法人の念仏と心べきなりあなかしこあなかしこI'm gonna read it in English, don't worry. Okay. The tradition of Shinai Shonin. What is taught in the tradition of Shinai Shonin is that the entrusting heart is essential. For when we abandon various practices and take refuge in Amida with singleness of heart, our birth in the Pure Land is settled by the Buddha through the inconceivable vow power. The state we thus attain is described as with awakening of a single thought of entrusting. We join those who are in a stage of the true settle. Reciting of the Nembutsu thereafter should be understood to be the Nembutsu as an expression of gratitude for the Tathagata's benevolence for settling our birth in the Pure Land. Humbly and respectfully. Excuse me. Will you please join me in Kansho? Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei. I didn't realize that you were an expert in ramen. That's very good. I think maybe you should start a little article in our monthly newsletter about ramen places that you visited. That's very cool. That's very nice. Now please rise for Gatha Ondokusan II on page 76 in the small Dharma School service book.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Please be seated.
At this point, are there any announcements? Does anyone have any announcements?
I do have an announcement. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Steve Ichinaga, and my wife sent me up here to do this. Unfortunately, we didn't get the flyer in the Dharma this month, but next weekend at 11:30 is going to be the we start continuing the So line dancing, so you could start off the new year on the right foot. So please join everybody in, next Sunday. Thank you.
Steve said he has 2 left feet, so I don't know if he'd be getting off on the right foot. Oh, that's Steve. Hi. Good morning. Happy New Year. I'm Larry Honda, and a couple announcements. One is we are having for the first time in 4 years, I think, our annual New Year's luncheon. One thing we've lost kind of during the pandemic was our sense of community. A lot of us struggled, especially early on in the pandemic, with isolating from everybody and all that sort of thing. And as we are coming back and trying to remember how we used to do things, we actually have a committee for the New Year's luncheon, and we're struggling to remember, what do we do again and how do we do this? Rinban and I have had discussions on things that we've tried to remember, and he doesn't remember either. So, but anyway, we're having our annual New Year's luncheon for the first time in a while in 2 weeks on January 21st. It'll follow the service here, I think, at 11:30. So I think it would be wonderful for you to rejoin your Betsuin family here, and somehow, as we struggle to get back to the lives we used to lead, I think that would be a good way to start. And for those of you who volunteer so much of your time here at the Betsuin, it's a day for you to just come and relax and not worry about working or helping or volunteering, and just hanging out with your friends here. So that the cost is $24. That's the cost. That covers the full. That amount is the amount we're being charged by the restaurant. So it's not like we're making a profit or anything out of that. So we're getting our lunch this year from Sushimaru, if you want to know. There'll be some light entertainment. I think Rinban's going to regale you with a photo thing of a trip he took. Are you doing that? Or is Alvin doing that? Oh, his photos. But you're talking? I don't know either. Well, to be determined. Anyway, okay. Second thing, we just found out, Rinban informed me a day or two ago, that there was an arson fire at the Seattle Betsuin on New Year's Eve night. Somebody broke in, got into the basement, and started a fire, apparently. So we, the board, and our Betsuin Disaster Relief Committee, we will be meeting and trying to figure out how we can help. So we'll be advertising whatever we decide to do there. And we are also meeting to come up with 1 or 2, maybe more fundraisers this year to help with the Lahaina relief effort. So please look for those. Thank you.
Sorry, I can't reach. I'm Marian Suhama from the Sangha Support Committee, and I'd like to announce we'll have a presentation on fall prevention on Sunday, March 3rd in the multipurpose room, which is, I know, Girls' Day, but anyway, speaker will be Cynthia Fong, who's a retired physical therapist, and she'll give us tips on avoiding falls and also some exercises to strengthen muscles and all. So if you're interested, wear comfortable clothes and we'll put you to work. Thank you.
Well, they're deciding. Let me, on the 21st, when we have our New Year's luncheon, that day is Hoonko. It is a special memorial service for Shinran. And our guest speaker that morning will be Reverend Takashi Miyaji of the Southern Alameda Buddhist Temple. He and his family will join us for that morning service. So please do plan to come and join us for the Hoonko service and then stay for the lunch. That's the second time I've heard about the slideshow. I think it is Alvin and I will have to work together.
I think it's up to you, man.
Really? Either that or we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay. But remember, in 2 weeks is Hoonko service. Please do come for that service.
I wanted to thank everyone for attending this morning. And also a special thanks to Rinban Sakamoto, Reverend Mikame, our minister assistants, Dennis Akizuki and Sumi Tanabe, our musician, Michael Yoshihara, and our AV tech, Kevin Kitagawa. At that point, this will conclude our service this morning. Please feel free to come over and offer incense. Thank you very much.